Hello everyone, this is Rishita and my slide is about All India Consumer Price Index for Agriculture. We have all heard of index numbers, we have all heard about how index numbers are calculated. We will get to that part, but before that I would like to make sure that we also are well acquainted with its real life examples, because it gets very hard within internships and interviews to make sure that your example stands out. All India Consumer Price Index for Agriculture, it tracks how the retail prices faced by agricultural labor households, they change over time. In the graph, as you can see, the starting point of the axis was at 800 in 2014-15, and it has only ever increased. The rate of increase has slightly varied, and we can oversee a major change around the lockdown period when COVID-19 happened. It helps us see how the given cost of living is compared to a base year. In this example, we have taken the base as 1986 to 87, and so when we say it is 800 at 2014, it means compared to 1986-87, the increase in the price is 800%. We'll understand how. We will first see how it is used in real life. Use of this index number is mainly for determining the cost of living and how much it takes to run a household that is dependent on agriculture. Government can use it to fix the minimum wages. It can be used for calculating inflation. It is very essential in agricultural cost studies, deflating rural wages, poverty line estimation. It is also very important in establishing the minimum support price. As we can already understand, minimum support price is the price when government puts a very strict limit on how much minimum rate of a produce will be to support the agricultural people, so they don't get exploited, so their produce actually helps them earn a living. So minimum support price is also based on this index number, because it helps government get an idea of how much people need from an agricultural point of view, of course. Well, now we will get to the next slide. So now we have a slide which will give us an overview of how to calculate an index number and how this particular index number is calculated. Keep in mind, this is not the actual numbers that we generally use. These numbers are purely for educational purposes, and these parameters are also not the ones actually used by the Labor Ministry. So this is just to get an overview of how it is generally calculated. For instance, we have this data set. We have determined that we only want 3 parameters. There are generally more than these. For simplified calculation purposes, I have only taken 3 here. There's rice, kerosene, and there is BD. Okay, so the base year price for these was 30, 25 and 20, and as we can note, current month price has changed. So what we will do, we will calculate its relative price. How it is calculated? This value divided by this value. So for rice, it is 36 by 30, 1.20. For BD, 25 by 20, 1.25. For kerosene, 1.12. We have the elementary relative price, right? We will now put these individual factors into categories. For example, let us put rice and kerosene into the food category, right? Elementary price index, we will just multiply 1.20 for rice, 1.25 for BD, and we will multiply it by 100 and we get the number 122.47. Our base price number was 100. So this means that 22.47% difference is observed between the current month and the base year price. Now, for the next step, we will aggregate it to state level by weighted average. So, like we established that rice and kerosene will go under the under the food category, we have also the other categories to observe, like fuel and light. Everyone uses that, especially agricultural households, and other costs that are prevalently for agricultural people, like pesticides, for example. Mota example hai. Now these three numbers we have calculated here: 122.47, 112, 115. So these three numbers will be aggregated to create a state level index. Okay, we will take the same factors, we will aggregate it, and the state CPI level is observed as 119.18. The calculation is here. In case you would like to observe, हमने इनको बस एक वेट दिया है, इनकी कंजम्पशन कितनी होती है उस हिसाब से हमने वो वेट के साथ इनकी वैल्यू को मल्टीप्लाई किया और नीचे उस वेट को सीधे सीधा कैलकुलेट हो जाएगा. तो हाँ, स्टेट लेवल वैल्यू आ गई. नाउ वी विल टेक इट अ लेवल फर्दर. हमारे पास स्टेट लेवल जगह जगह से आ गई. हरियाणा, पंजाब, राजस्थान, बिहार, मध्य प्रदेश, कर्नाटका, Kerala. We will use all those numbers and we will again aggregate them. We will aggregate every state scores. Okay. So we will aggregate 119.18, 123. For this example, we have simplified it. Generally, it's a lot bigger than this. Like I said, this is not real life data. You will have to observe that by the official website if you want to observe those parameters. So on an average, the number has come out to be 121.47. This is our All India CPI Statistics Index number. Congratulations. Now we know how to calculate it. Now we know how to complete it. And this is how generally it is done. Thank you so much. Good evening.